No athletic ability at all, you've told me, right? But how is it that you can throw like a perfect spiral? You've not seen him. He can throw a spiral.
You can.
I can throw.
He's athletic.
I can throw pretty well.
Really, he's impaired.
Are we on? We're on. We're on.
Well, of course we're
on. The show has started. Hi there, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm still blown away by this fact that you can throw a perfect spiral.
He can throw a spiral. I can't.
It's not perfect. You know why I can?
Because of your son.
My son. That's right. My 11-year-old son. He taught me. I didn't teach him.
Can Connor teach me?
I doubt it, very seriously.
Wow.
Hopeless, Gary.
Just already.
We're doing a TV show.
Could you open the show?
Well, yes, I will.
What's keeping you?
Would you be quiet? Good morning or good evening, whenever you're watching this. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Off the Cuff. OTC is what we're calling it, because that's the hip way to do things.
Exactly. Now it's all initials.
Yeah,
I like that.
Hashtag OTC, even better. Everything has a hashtag.
I don't know why it started with hash, but go ahead.
I'm Tony Perkins. You know me from many different TV shows here on this station. This is my partner in crime, Gary Stein.
How are you,
longtime friend, co-host of the Tony Perkins podcast. Sarah, the lovely Sarah Fraser
let's
from
give it up for
107.3.
Is it just us?
I am so good. Thank you guys for letting me be in this little group. I feel like I'm the younger sis here.
You are. But you know.
Okay, well, I'm literally the younger sister.
We've been on for a while, so I feel
Yes.
like it's okay to actually admit something right here on air because it'll be controversial.
Okay, what?
Sarah's my daughter.
So, well,
This is really my father.
that changes the dynamic. This could be a whole different show here.
You need to fan yourself?
Is something falling in the background?
We just
people.
did a DNA test right before we went live.
Exactly.
That you're the dad.
It was very Jerry Springer.
That could be another show. You're right.
Now, Gary, there's something I've been meaning to ask you, which is about money. And I'm going to need some.
I'm not. You are?
Yes.
You're looking at me.
You're asking the wrong guy.
Yeah. You know who you need to ask?
I thought money wasn't going to come up on this show.
Well,
we actually do have topics. There are things that we're going to talk about on the show. Welcome. First of all, I would like to say that apparently no expense has been spared.
None.
For this show that we're doing here.
Oh my God.
You know what's surprising? We had a budget for this show that was bigger than Lord of the Rings. So,
it did? What happened?
I don't know.
We have this makeshift camera cable table that they put together, and we're sitting on stools that I'm used to from school.
Look at this.
When I wore a dunce hat.
Yeah.
And
Literally from school.
Yeah.
This looks like a high school drama club.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely
and then
right.
here they go. Oh, here we got two cameras. So go.
They wanted it to be funky, but this is
funky in smell or funky in the way it looks.
Funky in hipness. Maybe is that a good? Do people say funky anymore? You're going to be our expert.
We have to turn to you.
Right.
We really do.
The young sister.
I'm just here to keep you guys somewhat hip, right? And funky.
Thank God. Someone has to. You're here to make us look youthful. That's what it's about.
I'll be honest, this is the hardest job.
What's
really.
that? It's our producer's talking to us. Yes, Jeff? Next. He wants us to move on. Wow.
Really?
Wow.
You're going to be like that?
All right, here we go.
Right.
We do want to, first topic up for discussion today, hashtag OTC. We want you to join the conversation. The state of TV today. And we're not talking about this TV, but TV in general. Yeah, they shot me last night at my desk. I'm flipping through the TV looking for something to watch. You know, they call this must-see TV. And I'm telling you, penguins, I bumped into two shows about penguins, and I love penguins, they're nice, but there's nothing on. I know there are 500 channels now, and it just seems like there's very little of quality.
Well, they're all running the same show.
Well, I don't know about that, but on our station, yeah. But it's very strange, and it seems to me we're at a place now where, oh, that's a good show, Arrow. Is that a Fox show?
Okay, you're a fan of Arrow.
Is that a Fox show?
I've never seen Arrow.
CW.
It's CW.
CW.
Oh, Arrow's terrible.
Thank you, Jeff.
Arrow is terrible.
Arrow blows. I mean, I have seen Fox's Utopia. Have you?
I did see that. What did you think of that?
I tried to get on the bandwagon.
We're Fox, remember?
Yeah. Well.
Good show,
I got on the bandwagon, actually. I'm really on the bandwagon, and I love that show.
No, but be honest, because we can be honest. I watched a little Utopia. I was fascinated with it, but it's because I don't watch all the other shows that are like it. It's not doing particularly well.
No.
I don't know if we can admit
my
that.
eyes were bleeding when I watched that. This isn't must-see TV. This is must-we TV? Must-we? It's like, really?
TV.
Well, here's the thing with Utopia. I loved the premise. Like, I love the premise that a year of their lives, they're going to live on this ranch. They're going to try and figure out ways to barter and survive. But I feel like it's so scripted. Like, it's still so prompting them.
All of these, and it's cast a particular way. You got the old hillbilly who you can't understand. Yeah, well, I thought Utopia. You can't understand what he's saying.
It's funny, I knew exactly what you said just now.
And it's like a lot of these other reality game
But they're
show
all
type
derivative,
things.
though. This is just a derivative show of everything else, where people are planted somewhere, and then we have to see what they're like. And I hate them all. I don't want to have to watch anything where someone's voted off an island, or they have to eat snails, or they're dancing with B or C level stars. You know what? I don't want any of that.
There's a lot of. This era has come to be known as the reality TV era, I think.
Yes.
And you make a good point. Most of it is not reality. Most of it is scripted and cast a certain way. They're put in situations to provoke drama and all that kind of thing as well. And that's what's dominating now in a lot of ways. There's still good quality scripted stuff, but there's a lot of bad TV. We have a list of some of these shows.
Don't you think it's split, though? It's split because there's a lot of great scripted television. I don't think reality TV has ever been at worse than where it is right now.
Really?
Oh, I don't think.
We're
going to differ.
What are some of the worst shows on there, as far as you're concerned?
On TV right now?
On TV, yeah.
Well, let me tell you, Toddlers and Tiaras.
Yeah, Toddlers and Tiaras.
This is really great because kids are learning how to be sexy before they're in kindergarten.
Well, they're learning to be sexy and bratty, really.
And bratty, and it's really all about the parents.
Yeah,
and do you know that on an episode, they had a little girl dress in Julia Roberts' outfit from
Pretty Woman. Yes.
Wow.
And
wasn't it too big?
Well, it was, but they cut it down to toddler size, and she wore a pull-up.
Okay.
She wore a pull-up.
She wore a pull-up.
Yeah. So like, Toddlers and Tiaras, you know why they keep going to commercial break? Because they have to change the diapers.
That's Gary, don't you feel like that gives you a snippet of some real pageant moms that truly exist in life that you have met?
I so don't want to see them.
Yeah, that's
if
the
I
thing.
live the rest of my life without meeting them, I'm very happy.
And that's head in the sand. Like, I feel
Head
like
in the sand?
I feel like in a way that is exposing you to some people.
I brought you up differently than this. This is so wrong.
Now, let me ask you this. I have not thought about this before. Does it give people a chance to feel superior to other people? Like, oh, I would never do this. Look at these people. They're monsters.
And feel better about your life.
Feel better about yourself.
Yes, and so it's a vicarious thing, too, and you're wondering, why are they doing this? I would never be caught dead doing that. But I think a lot of people look at those shows and they say that they would like to be on them, and that's what disturbs me.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, let me tell you, here's one of my pet peeves. I think it's...
you got so many.
Well,
My God.
but,
Which one
in
are you
terms
talking
of TV,
about?
MTV, there's 16 and Pregnant, and there's Teen Mom. These shows, now, MTV says, well, we're showing you the trials and tribulations of unprotected sex and all that kind of stuff, but they're also, they're turning these young people into stars, really. They're on the covers of magazines. I see this when I'm going through the grocery store, going through the checkout line. Teen moms are on the covers of magazines.
How long do you linger at the magazines?
Oh, I don't linger, but you see them there, right?
You're there for
I'm not lingering at the not those magazines, other magazines. But they're turning it. Didn't one of these girls? Hasn't she become a porn star now?
Yeah, Farrah Abrams. So she went on to star in a porn, basically, and she was a teen mom. But I think...
So she's making it.
Well,
she's reaching her dream. She's living the dream.
Is she? Like, here's the thing.
She's not.
I think people look at her... Here's the thing. I think teens, because you have an 11-year-old son who's almost a teenager, I think they don't idolize 16 and Pregnant at all. Tiaras and toddlers. I don't think they're the ones looking at it. I think it's women my age who are 32 years old who are watching that as sort of a escape. It's almost like what I love about, and I watch all the Real Housewives series. So I watch
I can't watch those shows. But I know people who watch every one of those shows.
I watch them all. Real Housewives of Orange County, Real Housewives of New York. Carol Radiswell. I love Carol Radiswell. You know, she used to be married to a Kennedy, and now she's a book writer.
Yeah.
But I think it's escapism. Like, I don't want to... The only thing I'm going to say about smart TV...
Because you just get another idea for a reality show. I used to be married to a Kennedy. So good. I can't... Don't step on the table.
Careful.
Don't step on the table.
Not very well placed.
I used to be married to a Kennedy. He's a great one. I would watch that in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. What I like about reality TV is I can go home and I don't have to follow the plot. If you watch Mad Men, if you watch Sopranos, if you watch Game of Thrones, it's like a little club. You know, you've got to be in the know.
Right.
With Real Housewives, you can pick up and watch it anytime. Toddlers and Tiaras.
I just don't know why you would.
Is it mindless? I mean, is it fun?
Well, I think there's a shred of truth to everything, right? So the Real Housewives, there's something very glamorous and intriguing about women that have a lot of money, that don't have to work, that look perfect. I mean, I don't want to be that because I think it's like we were talking about, a love-hate relationship of, okay, well, look, my life isn't that crazy.
Right.
But then there's also, you know, yeah, I'm guilty of buying into that kind of Hollywood.
I live in New Jersey, and I never want to meet any of the people from Housewives of New Jersey. Those are not the people that I seek out. I don't want people to think that I'm like that.
Yeah, I think, here's the thing. I think that what has happened is it's turned a lot of TV, there's a lot of TV has become this, frankly, it's become this because it's cheap to produce. So let's be honest, that's why everyone's going after it. Right. So, and that's why the networks are doing it, and the networks are having a hard time competing with, you mentioned Mad Men, I don't know if you mentioned Game of Thrones, but there's a lot of good quality scripted TV on that the networks, you know, they can't go as far as the premium channels can and all that, so they throw up a lot of this dreck, I think. You throwing your paper? Did I?
You've had it. Gary's had it.
No.
Must-see TV.
I do. There are these new naked shows. I think the first one was Dating Naked.
Dating Naked.
Yeah. Now, here's what's crazy about these shows, because the premise is nudity. And so that's the first, you know, it's kind of like this, ooh, people are going to be naked, I want to watch it.
Right.
Well, then you turn it on and they're naked, but it's all pixelated. You're not really going to see it.
But, you know, with most of the people that are on there, you don't want to see them. Right?
That is true.
You know,
that is true.
We are not a pretty nation.
We're not.
We're really not. I think.
Come on, Gary.
If you have 50 naked
Thinking
people,
about the naked people.
Come on now. If they're casting carefully, then maybe, perhaps, you're going to be more interested. But they want a cross-section of people. We do not look good naked. I'm sorry. I'm going to look out there and find one person that I just want to say, hello, what's your sign?
Gary, in the right shading, I look great.
What's your sign?
You know what? You just got to dim the lights a lot. It's like,
this doesn't.
Listen to your daughter.
Gary, you are missing the point of Dating Naked, though.
No, I'm not.
What is it?
Don't you feel like the true concept? How real and true and vulnerable is it to meet somebody totally nude, stripped? That is a cool concept.
The only place I want to meet somebody totally stripped is after we've been dating for a very long time, and we happen to be in my bedroom.
Does this take away from, I mean, you know, you spend so much of your dating time trying to get to that point, so then you just start right there.
Well, that's what it's about. This is about cutting through.
Right.
Yeah. So what we're doing is we're shortchanging everything. You know, this is a world of like, there's never been more means of communication, right? With all the devices we have, and there's never been less communication in the world.
That is very true.
So here, let's cut through the getting to know you, because I don't want to know you that well.
Right.
I just want to see you. I want to see you naked. I got that already. And now I just want to see if I can avoid buying the cocktails, because I don't want to spend money.
Where do you go from there? I have to admit, I watched a show called Naked and Afraid. I watched 2 hours of this show the other night until 2 in the morning.
Are you naked when you watch?
No, I'm not. And if I were, you'd be afraid.
I would be.
But
I'm scared now.
I was fascinated by it. The two people out in the brush, they were in Madagascar, and they're trying to survive for 21 days.
If you're out in the brush and you're naked, you're probably trying to survive and getting cut up.
That's the whole thing I kept thinking about. Look out for those thorny bushes. That's
oh, Lord.
Yeah, and show up with a shovel. Show up with a shovel, because it's important.
It kept you hung.
Wait, here's the death of television, the death of civilization.
What?
Bridalplasty. So here's a show.
Awful.
Listen to this. Here's a show about future brides. The wedding is planned, who want to look the best they possibly can for the wedding. So what's the prize? Surgery. So everybody's vying for getting a facelift, getting the plastic surgery they only dreamed of. And come on, even you who loves reality TV, go with me on here.
I do have to say, okay, I do think that's the line. I mean, you're really preying on people who are probably mentally in a, I would hope in a low spot. Let's go with it. They're definitely off.
Really?
They're off.
The only one making out is the surgeon. Come on.
Yeah, I agree. That one is.
I want to move to another topic because
I'm ready.
I'm ready. This is. Have you seen this? I know you're very well. You've seen it. I know this. Have you seen online? It's passenger shaming. This is on Facebook. It's on Instagram. This is a great concept. What people are doing is they're taking pictures with their cell phones of people, primarily on airplanes, and the crazy, ridiculous things that people do. Let's show some of the shots here, and it's to shame. Look at this guy.
See, but he's a contestant from Dating Naked.
He's on his way to Dating Naked.
Right. That's why he's like that.
That's a flight to Madagascar.
He's just getting in character.
Yeah, this is our segment. Are you kidding me now? This guy.
What's he doing there?
His hands in his pants.
Hopefully he just has an itch. Because really, other than that, this is too much.
Oh, this is
why are you
great.
shooting that, though?
How come I never see these
because
people?
people are they want to embarrass these people and say, is this how you behave on an airplane? Now, what is this? This person is sleeping
with animals.
Sleeping in the back of the plane.
The back of the plane. Thank you, Jeff. This person, I've seen this before. Got their feet up.
Yeah.
This woman, poor thing. What airline's she on? They don't have a blanket?
I think the smell is meant to keep people awake on the plane.
Look at these people. They're heavily tattooed, which is okay.
Oh, well, she's just doing yoga.
No, she thinks she's sleeping laying down.
She's doing
she
yoga,
really
but
does.
you know what? Do that when you get to the hotel.
And maybe the plane is sideways.
If I saw this, I would think someone died on the flight.
Right.
Yeah.
Again with the naked feet.
Those feet look like they smell
But
great.
here's the thing, people, what are you doing?
Oh boy, she's getting ready for the prom.
Oh my God.
This is.
Here's what's funny.
You can never prepare too soon.
What
And
the
I have
hell
seen
happened
this,
there?
people who are slobs. You know what? You're on an airplane with other people. It's not your private, home where you can be a complete slob if you want to be. That's ridiculous. So that's what this is all about. People who see these crazy sights on airplanes and decide, I'm going to embarrass these people.
But, how? Because they're not doing any good unless they actually, because you don't know if they're going to trip over it on the internet. They need to shoot the pictures, walk up to the person and say, would you like to see this all over the internet?
Well, you don't want to get punched in the nose.
Well, it's happened before. How do you think this got so big?
You know what, Gary? I think that's a great idea, though.
You should
know
show
what?
them.
You
Meredith,
should show it to them.
That's how it works.
Do you see what you've done?
There you go.
You see how you're upsetting everybody on the plane? And we're all flying coach with you and you've done this?
Is, Gary, this is the point of the internet. You can be anonymous and embarrass people.
No, I know. No, you're explaining the internet to me. I got
really
it.
That's why it was created.
That's why.
That's why it was created.
That's how you reach a lot of people, right?
That's right. Yeah. I've seen many scenes like this, and I just don't have a camera on my phone, but I think it's great. So if you want to do it, if you see a crazy scene, go to social media sharing. There's a Facebook page and an Instagram page, and the bigger it gets, the more people will know about it. Here's the sad thing, like the reality shows, people will start going, oh, I'm going to see if I can get on that passenger sharing website, and they'll do crazy things.
Make people start to behave themselves and say, I don't really want to see my feet on the internet.
Have you guys ever seen anything like that, though? Because I've never seen, I mean, I'm trying to think of, I think I have seen people take their shoes off.
I've seen people take their shoes off. I've seen people, when you get off the plane, I've walked by rows that were disaster areas, like people just, never picked up any of their trash.
Everything all over the place.
One of the pictures that we didn't show, someone obviously was flying with their little kid, and they allowed their kid to put, you want your kids to be busy while they're on the plane so they're not crying and stuff. Their kid had put stickers all over. I mean, I'm talking like 70 stickers. So now that plane personnel are going to have to come scrape all that off. It's crazy.
Wow.
I was on a plane once where a guy brought his pet, and people bring pets in little things where they can't check them, you know?
Yeah, sure.
So he brought his pet house pig.
No
This
way.
big, this big. So it smelled a little, which, it didn't bother me all that much. But that oinking, horrible, like trying to get phlegm out of your throat sound, that was a 5-hour trip to L.A., and it was like,
Are you?
And people were getting up and looking to see, and they're looking at me, and I'm going, I'm not making that noise.
It's not me.
I had my adenoids removed.
Of this?
I can't make that sound. So I thought, who allowed that, and why do I have to be next to the pig?
Yeah, it can be pretty crazy on
Oh, my
airplanes.
God, that's amazing. I've never heard
The other
that.
thing about flying now, it's like people way years ago, people used to get dressed up to fly in an airplane.
Oh, yeah.
Now it's a free-for-all.
Men were in suits.
Yeah,
yeah.
Now, people, it's like, it's a bus in the sky.
It really is.
It's a bus in the sky.
That's what it's like. That would be a good name for an airline, Bus in the Sky Airlines.
Or another show.
We
It's called
remind you
Frontier.
that
Very good.
there are some of those airlines.
Spirit Frontier.
There used to be one called Capital.
Capital Airways?
Capital
I don't
Airways,
remember that. Was that run by the record company?
No, but they used to. They hand out a cookie. They'd walk down the aisle. That's when airlines were serving meals.
Yeah.
You got like a little cookie and a
That's all you
drink.
get now is a cookie, and you pay for it too.
Yeah.
We remind you, we want you to join the conversation. All you need to do is go tweet or something like that and put hashtag OTC for Off the Cuff. All right, here's a story that everybody's been talking about all this week. It is the reporter in Anchorage, Alaska, who, is it Anchorage? She's in Alaska.
She's in Alaska.
I think it was Anchorage,
I'm not sure she knew where she was.
Yeah, well, she may not have. She quit her job in the middle of a newscast. She was doing a story on marijuana shops.
Oh, yeah.
And she revealed that she actually is the owner of the particular shop that they were talking about. And then she quit. We'll show it to you just in case you haven't seen it.
And as for this job, well, not that I have a choice, but I quit.
All right, we apologize for that. We'll be right back.
I have to go see my shrink.
It's very, it's very unfair to the anchor host to follow her.
Like if you surprise somebody with that, come on, that's not fair.
No, it's not. Now, what did you? So you loved it?
I feel like you two would have known how to handle that. You would have had a perfect response.
Well,
either you would have been like, blanket, I'm out of here too, or you would
Right.
I'm going with you.
Listen, if I was the anchor at the desk, I would have pulled a bong out. And I just would have gone, you know what? I don't know how to compete with that, so I know what I'm going to do.
As long as that's how we're rolling, take a look at this.
There we go.
Here's my thing. The woman, you know, it's all over social media because obviously you don't see this kind of thing very often. It was stupid to me. It's stupid. If I get the whole thing where, I want to make a little statement here, but it really was not a statement. It's just a 1 second, vulgarity, and that's it. She could have, if you want to go out that way, make it matter. Stick it to the man or something.
Stick it to the man.
Do you have any thoughts? Sounds like you've spent some time thinking about this.
Oh no, I would never do that myself.
Do you have any pictures?
Wasn't "Stick It to the Man"? Wasn't that like a line from Shaft or something? I mean, it's like, and he always says that my references are really old.
Stick it to the man.
Stick it
You're
to the
supposed
man.
to be helping
Why don't
here.
you give somebody the stink eye?
I'm lost.
That's something he said to me a few
She
days
doesn't
ago.
even know "Stick it to the man."
What does stink eye mean?
What is
Stink
Stink eye.
Stink eye.
I
When you
don't
give
know.
somebody the stink eye.
Oh, like a bad look?
Yeah.
Okay.
What does it mean to stick it to the man?
No, I'm thinking we're thinking about, your boss, big business, stick it to the man.
Yeah,
Okay, I got that.
Yeah,
okay.
okay. All right.
Very good. Okay, I thought I was high for a second.
No,
Okay.
no.
You got to join that woman on the tape.
My point.
outta here. Bleep it.
Here's my point.
What is your point?
If you're going to go out that way, make it matter. You could make it if you believe in marijuana and selling it and the benefits of it. Then make a little statement about that.
Well, she had an opportunity to actually say something about what we don't know why she quit, right? We really don't know why.
We know
the
except to
marijuana
run
thing,
her marijuana
but she had
business.
an opportunity to hijack the network, which we're not recommending to anybody.
Right, and none of us would ever do that ourselves.
No, we don't do that. But if she was going to do something, do something. But to just do an expletive deleted.
So you're agreeing with me?
Yeah. Wait a minute. Let's write that down. What day is
When
this?
did we agree on
We
something?
are agreeing.
What do you think?
I mean, I think the thing is look, for her business, that totally helped her. What stoner now doesn't want to buy from this woman? They're like, that was
what network wants to
great.
hire her? No
Well,
one.
but she doesn't
But
care
I don't
about that.
think she cares.
You know what? Sarah's
I don't
got
think
a
she
good
cares.
point.
I think that was perfect for her business. I mean, I think that
Because
woman knows her audience.
You know
what?
Stoners are watching going,
Yeah.
Dude, dude, did you see that?
Is there an 800 number? How do I order mine?
Her weed sales
man,
just...
I must be stoned. I think that reporter just said the F word.
Either one.
I sure would like to see her on Naked Dating.
She looked good, actually. I do want to see her naked.
All right, all right, all
Wait a
right,
minute.
all right.
Wait.
Is this how you raised your daughter?
You're going somewhere I wasn't expecting.
I think that's it. Jeff, are we out of time?
Let's wrap it up.
We're going to wrap. Don't sound angry.
Jeff, you know what?
Your concept.
By the way, for everybody who's watching, that is EP Jeff G. And, we haven't been on all that long. We've been on for, about 20 minutes or
Something
so?
like that, yeah.
I think we're a gigantic hit. I really do. Don't you feel?
For the
Do you
first-
feel the energy?
I do feel the energy, yeah. And if we're a hit, I would love it if we could buy a table. That would be nice.
There was a big budget, and I think Jeff has a great-looking table in his house. I do.
Also, bigger cards would be nice.
I hope even if this gets low ratings, they bring us back for one more so we can really tell
Low
everyone
ratings?
screw it
Low
and then
ratings.
quit.
There's no such
Oh, there you go. There you go.
There's no such thing as low ratings.
We just need one more episode so we can go out in a really big one.
She's ready to go out.
Let's light this on fire.
Yeah, don't. Positive thoughts. Positive thoughts.
Come on.
Sarah Fraser, you see her on the morning show. You can hear her on DC 107.3. Gary Stein, part of the Tony Perkins show featuring Gary Stein.
That's
it's
why
a
I'm
podcast.
named Gary Stein.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us for OTC. Remember, join the conversation. Hashtag OTC, and we'll see you next time.
Absolutely.
Hopefully.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And if not.
Now I want you to change your clothes. Go home. You cannot wear